Welcome to Moonlight Madness, and today we're doing the sign of fire, sun, moon and rising. Decks used, we're using the Faery Tarot by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine, and the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish and Selena Fennick, which is that one. Wisdom of the Oracle and the Fairy Tarot. We've got the Magician. This is Aries energy, represented by the Magician, and also representing that you as your sun, moon, or rising or ascendant as well. Taking charge and enlarge, talent to accomplish great things, magical things, money will show up, friends will show up, understanding what you already have versus what you are in need of allows skills and creative talents, wise to seek out good advice from experienced people, allow others to open doors for you. 9 of Pentacles. This is to do with starting your own business, your baby. Self-employed, cherishing time alone, a little R&R. Enjoy the fruits of your labour. Do something that feels luxurious. Honour yourself in some small or large way. Then you've got Ace of Pentacles, which is real estate. It's beneath you. You may have been thinking about investing in real estate or a very successful venture. Giving without expecting return, and a windfall of expected resources arrives to help you. Some influential people around you. Use your resources wisely. Your safety and security is most important in your life. And investing wisely for the future. Then you've got a spiritual community around you in the recent past. Maybe you lived within a community that was like an Anglican community or a Catholic community, or people that come to your aid to help out in different ways. Like you might go to a place that sells food that is run by like a Baptist church, things like that, and those people are there to also listen and to counsel you. Prayer, traditional ways of looking at things, and the power of looking at things that are traditional as well as marrying them with the modern day thinking outside the box type of rules. Resistance is the way you deliver the message. So if you're getting resistance from those that you wish to try and influence, it may be the way you deliver the message, so you don't shoot the messenger. I heard a fire engine earlier, so that's confirmation that fire signs were meant to be read now. Moonlight, Princess of Swords. Oh, where did I pull that from? I meant to say Princess of Wands. You may be a Princess of Swords, but you're coming across at the moment as a Princess of Wands. Fire energy, Leo, Sag and Aries. You may have an Aries ascendant. Taking a more light-hearted approach to life, being fearless, staying focused, painting, singing, dancing, acting. She wants to try it all. A half glass full to a glass runneth over. Childlike exuberance, for life will have you smiling. An eager volunteer. All this energy, it can be tough to remain focused. Future, the Empress. There's the Empress. And it talks about having a mother figure around you, or you may want to have a Taurus energy around you, or your hard work that pays off. You may be in a planning phase. Is over now. Congratulations, you have done excellent work sorting out what you need to accomplish and what you need in order to be a success. Fix your eyes on the horizon, taking up a new project that you see as your baby. Balance, take everyone's viewpoint into consideration. This is also the card of legal issues, or you may have to go through a separation of assets, I'm getting as well. It could be a Libran around you. It's balancing out that. But it talks about looking at how to balance your male and female energy as well, or taking in everyone's consideration and everyone's input into consideration of merging viewpoints to create a better solution. No need to rush it, open to compromise, and then when we cooperate with others, we have a resolution where we include everyone's input to a win-win. Take a quiet walk in nature and ask the fairies to remove all your anxieties. 3 of Wands, is that one there? Talks about eye to the future. 3 opportunities coming in, 3 potential suitors, or 3 jobs on the horizon. Accomplishment and hard work pays off. Pondering your next step, adopt a long-term perspective. Have patience right now while your dreams come true in this business travel around you. So you could have 3 potential partners coming your way, or 3 jobs. You've got your pick right now. You're very attractive. You're very shiny. Strength. This is to do with the Leo energy. It also talks about, we're in the Leo year of the tiger, Chinese New Year. So it's all about watching, stalking, and then advancing. So use your energy of observing and stalking your next prey, or what you really desire, and then move forward with that way of accomplishing it. Grace and inner strength needs to overcome all challenges. Power of kindness and forgiveness through grace and willpower. Believing in yourself. Treat others as we would like to be treated. Show kindness and respect to all those around you. You're a very sensitive and caring soul. Strength, not a weakness. Stand up for yourself and ability to say no. King of Wands. You've got here the Aries, Leo, Sagittarian person around you, who is an unexpected supporter of your cause. And they're innovative, they're inspiring, they're wise, they're theatrical. Their skills are needed now. Public speaking. Promotions or advancement likes to be the star in the show, so try not to upstage them. They love their family and a great father figure. They're warm and charming, very approachable to try new things. The Eight of Wands, you've got here the 8 dandelions that you're trying to juggle. This represents 8 projects that you have, 8 people you're trying to juggle. In a karmic person is in your orbit as well. There is a karmic person. It's all wonderful having all these things to do: family, career opportunities, fitness and decorating. Your home, great deals to have on your plate. Successful multitasking. Delegate items from your to-do list to others. And then here, you maybe have a minor illness around you at the moment, like some sort of flu or cold. It says to take rest and refuge and sleep more. You need to have more sleep. You need maybe a mini vacation from your life because it's so hectic right now. That's what it's saying. 4 of Swords. And it also talks about having meditation, or trying a form of meditation like reading, writing, drawing, sewing, cooking, things like that to help take your mind off the stresses of life. So relaxing in a bathtub works wonders for me. It just says here, solutions will come to you that previously eluded you. If you're facing a challenge, take the card as your sign to need to stop thinking about it for now. Healthy sleep is critical for a happy life. It allows the mind to rest, rejuvenates so that your waking hours are more productive and filled with optimism. Show your body the love it deserves by providing time to recuperate. Seek out ways to counteract stress. And the pinecone needles, or pinecone, symbolise the spiritual illumination that comes from meditation and going within. Life is hectic, your mind is busy. So this channel has been going since 2019. It started as a blog and now it's become a channel. So I'm just trying to find ways to promote it. I'm looking into getting someone to help me with my page, with my channel, because I'm not so skilled when it comes to computers. But someone's input that I've heard is there's a production company I'm going to look into this week, and they're a local business, so they may be able to smooth out the wrinkles in my efforts. So this one is the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. I'm drawing some pictures from it now. These are such big cards, massive. Oh, there we are, one fell out. We have Light the Darkness. That's really cool. I like that card because it shows you the younger energy and the older energy. The younger brightens the day of the older. And so sometimes you may have to go and sit with people that are a lot older than you because they are lonely and they need time with you. And it could be an elder relative, it could be an aunt, or it could be a mother figure that you need time with, that's going to teach you some things, or sharing knowledge, or you need to have that time with your children because you need to teach them something. You know, young versus old. Old teaches young, young teaches old. There's ways of doing things that the younger people will see, ways of doing things that you may not necessarily see because you're looking at it from your perspective. So we have here 14. Ancestors, ancestral line. A tiny, bright, childlike fairy straddles the grizzled head of a fairy elder. What is the meaning? It's fairy lore. It is the head that inspiration, fire and power is said to reside. The fairy told the ancient Celts of his secret, and the Celts then venerated and collected the heads of the heroes slain, which often was said to live long after the body had passed away. And this small bright fairy is hearing all the wisdom this old being has. He's sharing and telling and communicating. While she may seem playful, she's attending to his every word, and she'll remember for generations to come. You see, fairies do not live forever. They live very long lives, a great deal longer than any humans do, even the ones with human blood. However, they do fade away, and the small fairy atop the head of the old one will ensure the knowledge continues on another level. The small brightness of this fairy represents inspiration, and she represents the muse, the fire in the head, which we speak of, the Celtic shamanism. So she's the inspiration and also the muse for him to tell him what to do next or how to get his business off the ground. The beautiful ancient being whose light is fading is passing on this wisdom into the keeping of the young and often underestimated. Listen to your elders. Find a playful, wise elder from whom you can learn. Seek out relatives and ancestor wisdom. Search through your family tree for evidence of the magics within you. They are there. Old wise ones have messages for you, and you can learn much from them. Allow them to pass on their wisdom to you till a living tradition continues. Understand you come from a long line of wise ones, and connect with those elders. A chance encounter with an older person gives you much to think about. You will learn a great deal at this time if you connect with old people. Do not be afraid of growing older. You will never die. Your light will be passed on, and your soul spark will return to source, to starfire, to be renewed again, only as you agree to. And then mother and daughter, which is beautiful imagery, 41. You may be a mother to someone, or you may need mothering yourself, or you tend to mother other people. This may be just your caring nature. And again, kindness is not a weakness. Mothering, teaching, sharing knowledge, nurturing self-worth. When we become parents and when your children begin to ask you questions, what will you tell them? We ask you now to be honest with your children, no matter how silly it may seem to those who are grown-ups, because telling what you believe to be true is more important than you know. When you do this, you will begin to realise that being a parent is about teaching as much as it can be about protecting, loving and providing for a being. Of course, these things must be all done with love, but how do you teach the young ones the truth about the magical world? How do you stay real and true and allow them to be free to experience the world as it is for them? This beautiful fairy mother is teaching her child the best way possible by being with her child out in nature. She's teaching her child to hear the voices of the humans. Some fairies feel we do not exist, and to listen for the wind, to smell the scent of the flowers as they speak with each other, to see the expressions and the feelings of the animals, and to know all that is around her. It is in the meadow, by the creek, under the trees, by the seashore. Our children learn best, and by listening to them we learn too. You can transfer energy and love and teachings through a hug and a kiss, and this is what children need. For their teachers, their mothers, their fathers, to hold them safe, love them well, and listen to their words with acceptance, without correction and complaint. Spend an afternoon with your parents and children and take them somewhere natural and teach them gently the ways of the fairy world. Do this through connection with the earth and what springs from her, the sky and what flies through her, the sea and what swims beneath, and the fiery sun and what grows from her power. Yes, indeed, the sun is goddess too. Think of Groen, the Irish dragon fae, goddess of solar energy. Think about how to teach your children how to be themselves, for natural wisdom being learned. Offer to spend time with children, teaching meditation, flower law, nature loving and animal wisdom, and let your mum and dad know you think of them and care for them, and thank them for their teachings in whatever form they come. Love your children and know they are the most important teachers ever. Yeah, it's very true. Children teach us how to be less selfish. and then all of a sudden they are the centre of your world and you are their world. I read that yesterday somewhere in a newsagent's. You are their world and they are the centre of yours. Some of you may be getting a new pet. There's an animal around you, maybe a spirit animal that you need to get hold of that wanted to come out. And some of you might want to get a cat, or you may have Leo energy, or you may have a tiger, a Chinese tiger in your chart, because here we've got two unlikely friends. We've got the cheetah and the owl. The owl and the pussycat went to see, it's an old nursery rhyme, but it's saying here, even though they're so opposite, like in size and in what their capabilities are. I mean, he should be trying to pounce on him and eat him, but he's not, because he's a cheetah and he's friends with the owl, the wise owl, and the cheetah is the raw emotion and passion and stealth. Stealth is what a tiger represents. They're quite vigilant and they observe and then they pounce They're very playful, actually, cheaters, even though they have the ferociousness of a cheater. So we've got that card being number 40. And I hear light energy. I kept getting light. Something to do with a song I got this morning. And it was talking about just funness, brightness. You need to be more uplifted. You need to lessen the doldrums. It says to try and take yourself out of the doldrums through creativity, art, inspiration. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your own reality every moment of the day through your thoughts, your feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. If you are positive, then things will be positive. Whatever name you call your higher power, you are a spark of his intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now aligned with it to create miracles. When you create or view your life as art, and you know you co-create it, only beauty and grace will result. Prepare to be amazed. So you may need to get into drawing, like I said up the top there, something with creativity, painting, drawing, sketching. I'm looking into doing a painting and drawing class with a friend of mine, and that will be good. And she operates it as her own business, and she likes to do it at a space like a library or something like that, and you just donate money towards her business. Maybe we can co-create together. She can promote my channel and I can promote her business. That might be an option for her as well. I might actually put her card up in a minute. I'll go find it. Receiving help. Okay, so you've got a thinker. You may be a person that overthinks things, and that's might have stopped your progress in the past. You're very strategic, analytical, and logical. But it says here, love is not logical, so try not to be logical when choosing a partner. This is the time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them in their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in the case, the facts are the facts. The ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct. For this moment, there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. So that's a really good bit of advice. You need to be unwavering is the word I get. Unwavering focus. Let your focus be unwavering. Art Takeaways by Carol. arttakeaways.com.au. That's who I want to go see. She's really good with drawing. Carol Grant. And of course you can donate to my page if you would like. It is Clairvoyant Moonlight Madness. My address is kellyhardiman28@gmail.com. I work with crystal healing, tarot cards, energy channeling and psychometry. And that's all I have for you today, fire signs.